Say someone is a good person, we all seem to have different ideas of what that means. I think sometimes we think of a good person as someone who goes along with the crowd, someone who doesn't make waves, someone who blindly accepts what the ongoing narrative is, either in a corporation, in a family, in a church, in the country. When in fact, are they good or are they static, frightened, and afraid to live in the unknown? Are they afraid to grow? Because when we're growing, when we're not static, it's not easy for other people to like us. Why? Because most people are static. Most people are not growing. Most people want you to remain where you are because it's easier for them to be with you. So when I think of a good person, I think of a person who understands that they're unique, that their purpose is to grow, to become more aware, to expand their experience of life. I think of a good person who is doing all of that and is kind. A person who not only considers their own growth, but then allows others to have the same opportunity to grow. I think a good person is someone who's not attached to how someone behaves in order to please them. And while that can be discomfortable, it doesn't mean that you stay with those other people, but you give them the freedom to be themselves. So for me, a good person is someone who lives freely and lets others live freely, creating a world that works for everyone, a world in kindness, a world in understanding, a world that is empathic, a world that is respectful, a world that is safe. I think feeling safe is one of the key ingredients to expansion, to growth, to relationships. Think about it. If you don't feel safe, how great a relationship are you in? Are you going to be able to be authentic, or are you going to be in fear? Are you going to remain static? Are you walking on eggshells? The key thing is, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about you. It matters what you think about yourself. Because in the middle of the night when you wake up and you're thinking about yourself, you're going to ask the questions. Am I free? Am I really growing? Is my purpose in life being met through expansion? We define good too often in the wrong way. And we label people as bad because they don't meet our expectations. What makes our expectations better than anyone else's? It's all a perspective, isn't it? It's a viewpoint. It's an opinion. It's not truth. Here's the only truth that I seem to know. I'm aware. And when I start to examine everything else, I realize I'm making it all up. So why not make it up as a free, expansive expression, unique of the infinite? And if you make that up, how are you going to live today? Good question. A little later today, I'll be doing a Sunday chat, 10:30, or you can watch it later, but it's about personal responsibility and why that matters. Everything I do and everything I teach is about personal responsibility. And the very essence of all that I teach is everything begins and ends with self love. And until you change, nothing changes. Ponder those words, sit, contemplate, meditate, and see how they feel with you. Much love and aloha. Make it a great one.